That was the look of a guy who apparently worked himself into a goddamn shoot. It's a damn shame. Like that was one of the greatest WrestleMania moments of all time, and I couldn't fucking enjoy it because this motherfucker let me down. I just, I'm not. I'm trying hard not to let what was one of the greatest moments in WWE history be lost on me. I'm trying to really enjoy the historicalness and amazingness of what happened tonight. I just don't. We and everybody was joking at me all the past month. You're doing stupid fan fiction. You working yourself into a shoot, and you're setting yourself to let yourself down. Because I predicted, like many other superstars, I mean, like many other fans, literally like 1,000 motherfuckers on Twitter. Because look, folks, look, let me show you something. Let me show you something. Number three trending topic. Number three trending topic. He didn't even show up tonight. The number three trending topic. So I ain't the only motherfucker. Okay? I ain't the only motherfucker that got himself hyped up for Stone Cold. And everything that we all predicted actually happened. They went with the Avengers Endgame ending where all of the heroes of the WWE came out to help Cody to eliminate the bloodline to give Cody and Roman one-on-one so Cody can actually win the goddamn belt. So why in the fuck was Stone Cold not there? This motherfucker done did so many other pointless surprises. I mean, he came out in WrestleMania 32 for the fucking League of Nations. He did a surprise appearance for the League of Nations, but he was too good for this. I need to know what happened. I genuinely need to know what happened. And please excuse my anger or maybe even annoyance. Again, one of the best WrestleMania endings of all time. And here I am complaining because I let this motherfucker get my hopes up. But this stream is now, instead of just a reaction, it's going to be a goddamn therapy session for me. Because everything that we predicted actually happened except the one thing is that he didn't come out to face The Rock one-on-one, so they had to go with The Undertaker, which was clearly plan B. Undertaker was clearly plan B. I love The Undertaker. He's probably in my Mount Rushmore. That spot was not for the goddamn Undertaker, okay? And so now everybody's trying to make sense of it and trying to cope and say, oh, well, because The Undertaker fought Roman Reigns some goddamn 8-9 years ago, he aligns with the goddamn story. The fuck out of here. The fuck out of here. That was Stone Cold's spot. So I had a Stone Cold thought he was too damn good for the spot. He overdone like some of these other dumbass wrestling fans that say, oh, because I have no involvement with Roman Reigns, it makes no sense to come out. Who gives a fuck? Stone Cold is wrestling. We want to be entertained. We want the spectacle. It's WrestleMania 40. That was one of the greatest moments of all time. Your ass should have been up because it's set up for you and The Rock. Either that happened or Stone Cold just wanted too much goddamn money, which makes no damn sense to me because, I mean, he probably got to pay the guap for that Kevin Owens match. Okay, he's Stone Cold. He's already a made man for life. I really need to know what happened. I really need to know why Stone Cold was not there tonight. I know, y'all, I'm probably going to sound like the most annoying goddamn person who did a wrestling stream tonight because everybody's going to be celebrating finally Cody Rhodes' well-deserved finish the story. And here I am still fucking hung up on the attitude I really need Stone Cold to come some 30-plus years later and do something. I don't give a fuck, though. They set it up for that. They teased it. Not me. They teased it. They had him on the back of the truck. They're tweeting things out at 3:16 p.m. They're saying, if y'all want to see Cody win tonight, give me a hell yeah. Like they're setting up all these Easter eggs for Stone Cold. So y'all can say I'm overreacting all y'all goddamn won't, but I'm not. I know Stone Cold is a hard negotiating and whatnot, but I have no idea what the fuck happened. And yet that pisses me off because I was robbed of just enjoying one of the greatest wrestling moments of all time because I'm setting myself up. Y'all saw the opening video for this motherfucker to come out and he doesn't. And I waited till the end, bro. Like I was coping hard. I was like, well, maybe they're just gonna bring Stone Cold out at the end to do a beer salute with Cody Rhodes. Like, you're the future kid. You're not a face of WWE. This is your time. I mean, I literally stayed in front of that TV until the goddamn copyright sign came up, believing that this motherfucker was gonna come out. I mean, when Cena came out, I got so excited, goosebumps. I was shaking. I was like, this is actually freaking happening. Like they're going with the WWE Avengers, and I need to know what happened. So maybe my co-host can make sense of all this for me. What up, Ziggy?
What's good, bro? It
What
was
are
a
your
great
thoughts on?
weekend. Like I felt like this was a celebration of professional wrestling this weekend. The only thing that was missing was I wasn't in person with my fellow wrestling friends and true believers, as my boy Chris Dilworth would say on the Heels for Life Wrestling podcast. Usually we like to have these events in person at Jono or Juan's house, and we all get together over the weekend. That's the only thing I was missing this weekend was the camaraderie. But I enjoyed it, man. I really enjoyed it. I cannot wait to go down this WrestleMania card with you, and then after that, recap the entire weekend with you as well. But I mean, the final boss, Triple H, like,
yeah, they were missing one.
everybody, yeah, Taker,
No. Yep. Yeah. No.
like,
It was a beautiful
2
moment.
thumbs up for me, man.
It was. That's why I'm mad,
Appreciate
Ziggy. It was. I'm not going to take away from the moment. It was a beautiful moment. It was what wrestling is all about. Like, I think somebody tweeted, "Imagine not loving wrestling." Like, yeah, that's why we are freaking
Facts.
wrestling fans. That's why we still take jokes about being wrestling fans in our dirt. It's like that was freaking cinema.
It was.
But dog, Ziggy, come on! Now, even you probably thought Stone Cold was coming out, and I know
Right.
even
So-
last night you were like, "John, it was probably just going to be Cena," and I guess you called it, right? But Ziggy, you know, Ziggy, in your heart of hearts, all jokes and trolling, like we all was like, "Oh, this is obviously setting up for like
for the small moment, because you are my brother, and brothers, we troll each other. For complete transparency, hey man, if Stone Cold showed up, I would have been lit, right there with you, dog. I'm not gonna lie, I'd have been.
I mean,
I'd have been right there with you. The glass
I'm,
broke.
I'm happy Undertaker came out. Like when Undertaker came out, I was like, great, like good. I want Undertaker to part of this moment. Like I want our childhood heroes and like the faces of the WWE to be a part of this moment with Cody Rhodes. But like, come on, like The Rock's greatest rival is Stone Cold Steve Austin. So he took out his, I guess, the second greatest rival. Cena, Triple H might be a second greatest rival. He take out Cena, and so like it's like okay, like this is obviously like the big bad whoop. Now Stone Cold comes out, we get that final Stone Cold stun on The Rock. The place erupts. You let Cody and Roman finish the story 1-on-1. So when Undertaker, the Gone came out, I'm like, okay, well, maybe Taker takes out Rock now. Now I'm starting to cope. Ziggy, I'm like, Taker takes out Rock, but somebody else comes out, maybe a new Bloodline faction member or something, and takes out Taker. Rock is able to rejuvenate, and then like, oh shoot, like like they pump fake. It's like, we thought that Rock was gonna be taken down, but he's not. And then I thought like, okay, that means then Stone Cold is gonna come. But when Cody got that pin, what should have been like, as you guys were celebrating, what should have been a celebratory moment for me too. I'm like, you sort of opening. He ruined it for me, Brad. Yes, I'm blaming him. People are gonna say, "Oh, Jonathan, that's your fault. You should have never got your hopes up." I'm sorry, Ziggy. I'm sorry. That's the reason why he's the number 3 trending topic right now on Twitter. That's the reason why he's the number 3 trending topic right now on Twitter. And you say that, oh man, I wish we were, because I was watching the main event, like, damn, I probably should have paid the freaking $1,000+ to go see WrestleMania live with y'all. Now I'm glad I did. Because I would have left that freaking thing pissed. I would have left that fucking arena, stadium, whatever, pissed.
Why?
Because they set it up for that, bro. I'm sorry, they set it up for that.
They did not. They did not, bro. Everybody online.
They don't have his face on the truck for nothing, bro.
Bro, they had Eddie Guerrero on the trucks. They got all these other people on the trucks, man. They have Alundra Blaze on the trucks.
Yeah, but when The Rock was whooping Cody Rhodes' ass, they specifically made it a point to showcase Stone Cold and John Cena on that truck. So God bless John Cena. I know he's the face of a lot of these millennials, baby boomers, WWE, but he ain't the face of mine. So I'm waiting for Stone Cold to come out. Would have been a great moment. Stone Cold, Cody Rhodes, John Cena, Triple H, Rock and Undertaker, wherever they hide under the rain or whatever. Like, like all of these faces coming together. Roman, like,
Why I brought up it? I'm just saying he was like, what it has face on the truck. I'm like, they had Shayna Baszler face on the truck. She wasn't at WrestleMania. I mean, we can't go by that. That's just people. That's Dave Meltzer and all these guys. These guys with the detectives with all the darts on the board with the strings connecting the dots. Like, hey, I said it literally yesterday. Hey, bro, you working yourself up into a shoot. Y'all go back and watch our video yesterday.
How was I working myself into a shoot when it fucking happens? He like literally. It fucking happened. Did we not get the Avengers Endgame ending?
Yeah, we didn't. Well, but the players involved, we knew it was going to be. We knew it was going to be pandemonium. We knew it was going to be craziness. We didn't know exactly who. We could kind of detect because we've been watching
no,
the
they
show
even
all
made
year.
reports. They were saying they made an offer to Stone Cold, like they were, so that makes me believe that the motherfucker just said y'all ain't giving me enough money to come tonight, which would be a goddamn shame.
Hey, and then at that point, I mean, what could you tell Triple H and everyone else? I mean,
what WWE says, blank check, motherfucker, just come. We're gonna make $1 billion this weekend anyway. Come on out. Stone Cold should say, after all this business that's given to me, and I know, I mean, the man ain't freaking a recluse. He knows the fans are begging him. Like every Instagram comment of his video the past 2 weeks has been, come back, Stone Cold, come back. We want you for WrestleMania. The dude posted like the day after The Rock did the final boss reveal or whatever, his Titantron with a Disturbed theme, which of course everybody's like, oh, that's a sign that Stone Cold saying, Rob, watch your goddamn self. So
once again, that's him fucking with y'all.
He contributed to it, so why would you not show up?
He fucking with y'all, bro.
That ain't cool, bro. That ain't cool. This shit means more to me, Ziggy dog. This shit means more to me, bro. You can drink your coffee all you want, bro.
My goat there.
You know what? Boss. You know what?
Hey, Rock been putting in that work. Okay, Jono, I see you putting in that work.
I ain't trying to flex. No, okay. I'm no. This.
Okay.
This. Nope. That man ain't never let me down in my life.
You going too far now.
This man ain't never let me down in my life until tonight.
You going too far now.
Never let me down in my life till tonight, bro. Ain't never let me down in my life till, bro. You gotta realize, though, this is authentic, bro. Like, I am as sad as I am when the Saints get eliminated from the playoffs. I am as sad as when the Pelicans let us down. Like, I am legit mad, sad, pissed, and I shouldn't be because that was one of the best WrestleMania endings of all time. And that motherfucker let me down, bro.
I enjoyed, for all those, once again, we have almost 130 people watching us across all platforms. We appreciate everyone that is here this afternoon, well, this evening. I'm gonna say it's almost midnight for those on the East Coast. Please let us know what y'all thought of the show. Are y'all with Jono, or y'all just like throw the whole weekend away because Stone Cold didn't show up?
I didn't say I did
or
not
are y'all happy that we would? It felt like this was really the culmination of a new era. They're calling it the Renaissance era.
No,
they're trying era. The Paul Levesque era.
Triple H era. Yeah, nobody won't call it that shit. How you gonna call it Triple H era? He's not even wrestling.
But I thought Triple H himself has named it the Renaissance era, which I'm cool with that name. Matt Boggs, what's up, Boggs? He said he enjoyed both nights. So my boy Jerry, let it go, man.
yeah, you're right. It's the ushering of a new era. So why would you not have the face of the Attitude Era, the most famous era of all time, and always will be the most famous and most popular era of all time, give the torch to Cody Rhodes? So do not tell me, Ziggy, because you had one of the dumbest tweets of the night.
The thing is, Donald, it might seem like I'm giving you a hard time.
No, I'm more mad at your stupidity. You have one of the dumbest tweets of the night saying, "Oh, because Stone Cold have no involvement," but the Undertaker does. From a match from WrestleMania 30, what was it, 34? Some 6 years ago? What was that main event with Roman Reigns and Undertaker?
I know which one you're talking about. I don't know which number it was.
33, I think. So that was 7 years ago. But y'all trying to troll me in the text messages and on Twitter saying, "Oh, well, Undertaker, of course, he makes sense, because he fought."
Undertaker it's WrestleMania. Undertaker is synonymous with WrestleMania.
Paul Heyman bought Stone Cold to ECW. I guess Paul Heyman's a part of the bloodline, right? There you go. That's your connection right there. Since y'all want to be so stupid. Y'all trying to be stupid.
It's WrestleMania.
Y'all trying
Undertaker.
They're out in the goddamn chat trying to troll.
Undertaker is synonymous with
trolling, man. No, you're not. But Stone Cold ain't.
I'm on the Undertaker.
Stone Cold ain't.
I'm on the Undertaker, brother. Street.
Man, Undertaker had no goddamn involvement with the actual bloodline storyline at all. But he makes sense. But Stone Cold doesn't. That's where we draw a line. Because people, you ain't the only dumb ones. Like everybody telling me that in my mentions too. Jonathan, some people was like, Stone Cold took away the moment too much. How the fuck does Stone Cold take away Cody Rhodes' moment like that? Stone Cold is still the number 3 trending topic. So apparently Stone Cold not showing up takes away more of the moment than Stone Cold actually being there.
Which one of y'all enjoyed wrestling this weekend, other than this dude working himself up into a shoot about Stone Cold and because he didn't show up? Like there was a lot going on this weekend. We crowned some new champions for once. I know that was a complaint that WWE, there's too many title retentions and not or title retains and not enough title changing hands. So you definitely got your fix of title changing hands this weekend. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with the event of night 2. You ready? You good, bro? You ready?
Yeah. Lead the way. Lead the way. This is the Ziggy Lewis show right now.
All right.
Lead the way.
So starting off, we had
Yeah, they still got people. I'm on the side. I got my computer to the side. They got people saying it has to be the Undertaker. Man, shut the fuck up. Yeah, this is a rated MA stream tonight, y'all. Shut the fuck up. People are trying to cope, man. It should have been Stone Cold spot. Everybody wanted Stone Cold in that spot. Everybody wanted to see The Rock take one last stunner. Stop trying to come with me with the freaking reasons why it had to be the Undertaker. Go ahead, Ziggy.
all right. Start with night 2. We had Seth freaking Rollins versus Drew McIntyre, where Drew had been pretty much telling Seth Rollins, "Hey man, you need to pay attention to our match. You're getting involved in Cody Rhodes' business. This is his story. This is his fight." But Drew was also antagonizing CM Punk. He even invited CM Punk ringside to this matchup and do commentary on the sidelines. This actually ended up being his downfall, which we'll get into later. But right off the bat, Drew hits Seth Rollins with a Claymore, and it was off to the races. Then some people said there was a lot of finisher spamming in this match. I don't know how people felt about that.
Yeah, it was.
I felt it was still a decent matchup though. Definitely to kick off night 2 for WrestleMania. Drew definitely played that role of I'm not here to mess around. Like
this Sean Baseball guy in the chat needs to let go. He talking about me with Stone Cold. He needs to let go of the fact that Roman lost. Like, be happy that your guy had a 1,000-day reign.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely.
But I need to get over. But y'all ain't talking about this Sean guy in the chat still bitching about Roman Reigns losing.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely get to that in a little bit with the Tribal Chief as we break that match down. But Drew McIntyre does pull off the victory. No funny business or anything like that. He beats Seth Rollins with a Claymore. I think it was like the 4th Claymore that he hit Seth Rollins with.
Yeah, I guess finishing moves ain't even finishing moves anymore. They just set up moves. But go ahead.
But at this point, Drew is presented with the new he is presented as the new World Heavyweight Champion. And instead of heading up to the ramp so he can get his pyro, so he can get his new champion fireworks, he decides to go and antagonize CM Punk. And CM Punk was actually being cool. He was like, "All right, bro, like go ahead, get your shots off. It is what it is." Like Drew goes and kisses his wife and everything, but then he does this one thing that, as a man, you just don't do to another man, especially like point blank in his face. And he does the DX chop.
We got a super chat, Ziggy, right quick. We got a super chat.
We got the DX. All right, so we got Big Zeke with the super chat. Roman Reigns, bro, I am hurt. $2 super chat.
You ain't the only one that's hurt, Zeke. My little cousin Sean in the chat, right above you in the chat. He is also hurt. A lot of people are hurt. I'm hurt. I ain't even hurt because of Roman losing. I'm hurt because of how it happened. And my dude Zeke, man, he knows how much the Stone Cold shit means to me, man. He knows that the Stone Cold lifestyle, bro, is shit more than a game, bro. So he knows how hurt I am right now. But I appreciate the super chat. The super chats are making me feel a little better. So yeah, I will say that. So if anybody, and it could be a $1 super chat. But if you want to make, let's do this. If you want to make John Barnes feel better, leave a $1 or $2.83 super chat. Let's try to make John feel better tonight. I keep interrupting you. I'm sorry, Ziggy, but yeah,
no, you good.
No, I know Drew was talking the shit. CM Punk said, "All right, nigga, you talking a little too much. Whooped his ass." Damien Priest finally, and it makes him get the last laugh because everybody was always like, "Why in the hell are you not cashing in your Money in the Bank?" And now he can come, Ziggy, and say, "Y'all the dumbasses. I wanted my WrestleMania moment. Like I did it on WrestleMania. I ain't trying to do it on a Raw. I ain't trying to do it on any other PLD. I'm doing it at WrestleMania." So he's gonna have a lot of shit talking ammunition. Tomorrow we got another super chat. Thank you, guys. Chris, you're making me feel better because I feel like shit right now. Chris says, F Roman. I don't acknowledge a false king. We about to have some beef in the chat, Ziggy, with the Roman fans versus the non-Roman fans. About to be WrestleMania 40 Night 3 in this chat with everybody getting the Roman takes off. But hell of a moment, Ziggy. That's how you open up a goddamn WrestleMania. The match itself with Drew and Seth. It was great until, my biggest pet peeve in wrestling is these goddamn spam finishes. I feel like you do not need to spam your finisher to have a great match or have a great ending. I feel it devalues your finishing move because, I guess WrestleMania, your finishing move is no longer like relevant, but on Monday Night Raws and SmackDowns, it is. Like, I know that you got to suspend logic sometimes as a wrestling fan. I know that WrestleMania is the belief that superstars are elevating their game. So, I'm fine with maybe kicking out a 1 or 2 finishing moves, even 2 sometimes. It's overkill.
I actually agree with you on this one. I agree.
4 is like, come on, y'all, put some respect on the finishing move. Like, let's have some sacredicity.
Don't disagree with you on that.
So it ruled because I was enjoying the match. I mean, this is a damn good match. But when he did the third Claymore and Seth kicked out, and mind you, Seth had just wrestled less than 24 hours later in the main event. So I'm like, this is becoming y'all making Seth like freaking prime Hulk Hogan, where like nothing just affects him. I'm thinking Seth about to start hulking up. Like come on, man. Like, let's put some finishing some respect on finishing moves. All that said, it didn't overrule the whole match. Like, it was a very good match, which led to Drew McIntyre talking his shit. The same point, which I love. I love Drew McIntyre tweeting through the match. I'm sure a lot of us are like,
that was crazy.
That it took till 2024 for a wrestler to do that is crazy. Actually, that was some genius shit. And then I should have known. Like, it's not like people wasn't predicting it about after CM Punk was whipping McIntyre ass that that Damien was going to come out, but I wasn't expecting it. So like, that was a genuine shock to me. So what I still love about this goddamn crazy world of professional wrestling is when they can find ways to genuinely shock me. And when Damien came out, I was like, oh shit, they actually going through with this, and he won. I still was like, nah, I ain't gonna let Damien beat Drew. Like, this is Drew's not. Like, they set this all up for Drew to finally have his moment. Drew's been low key the MVP of the WWE this year. They're not taking the belt from him that fast, and they did. So now we have so many layers of storylines that come from this match. I absolutely loved it overall. I just hate the goddamn spam finishers.
Yeah, and now we're talking about dirt sheets. I do want to mention that apparently Drew hasn't signed a contract yet. He's still kind of like on a handshake deal or anything like that. Air quotes, dirt sheets, but take from that as you will. But Damian Priest is your new
bisexual Undertaker. People call that, man.
Hey,
the mascara you wear, bro. That's why.
Man. Call him what you want, but he is the world champ for.
Call him champion. Respect. No, call him champion. I think he's the first Puerto Rico champion in, they say, a long time. So shout out to Puerto Rico, man. Give Puerto Rico that shit more than the game air horn, Ziggy.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Puerto Rico and shout out to the Judgment Day. They have both world championships in the Judgment Day now: the women's world championship and the men's world championship. Hey man, y'all tripping, bro.
So you enjoyed this, Ziggy?
Yeah, I enjoyed it, man. I give it a A-.
Yeah, I would give it an A- too, and it could have been an A+ with them damn spam finishes, bro. Them damn spam finishes.
I give it an A-. The only question I have is, this is just a follow-up question. What does Finn Balor do from here? Because they just lost their tag belt, so I guess they're not gonna go after the tag belts now. So
yeah, it's gonna be interesting because does Eagle start playing a part? Obviously, they were showing some dissension until the Judgment Day before WrestleMania. So does Damien Priest get a big head and says, "I'm the man now. Like, I'm the clear leader. I'm the heavyweight champion." When the last time you was champion?
So I guess Finn Balor and JD could team up since Finn technically trained JD to be a wrestler.
What does Drew do? Does Drew now go after? I mean, I'm sure he does go after Damien Priest, but where I'm assuming Seth now maybe takes a vacation. Like, there's a lot. I'm interested.
They said like Seth is like legit hurt, so
yeah, he needs to take some time off. He deserves it. I'm looking forward to tomorrow to see like where they go from there. But they wrote that match and set up to Money in the Bank absolutely beautifully. Great job, WWE, with that. I really, really loved it, my dude. That's the biggest. No, I ain't gonna say it tonight, Ziggy. I am. That's my dude Bruce. He says, I know it was on night 1, but speaking of Rhea, who do you see taking her down? I know Jono and I say Jade, that's me and him talk privately. It's the only one we can see.
That's a good one.
Well, But I don't think they're gonna put the belt though on Jade that quick.
Probably,
Or maybe.
probably Liv Morgan, because Liv told her at I think it was Elimination Chamber or something, or one of these Raws. She was like, "I'm coming for you. Like, go ahead, have your WrestleMania, but after WrestleMania, I'm not done yet." Because remember, Rhea Ripley injured Liv, and she
I
still
can
has Nia Jax. There's some people lined up for her.
I can see Liv because she's so damn popular. Now, when you look at Liv and you look at Rhea, it's a mismatch. But of course, we love the underdog story in the WWE,
Yeah,
right? So I can see Liv because I'm sure they're going to like build up anticipation for Jay. But Jay's on SmackDown, so how do you get to Rhea and Jay? I don't know. I mean, I guess they got the draft later this year. Or maybe even Bianca. That's a money match too. Because again, Bianca's probably gonna be like, "Hold on, now I know Jade is the shit, but don't forget about me. I'm probably 1B to Rhea's 1A." So,
correct.
So it'll be fun to see. It'll absolutely be fun to see because she's already taken down Charlotte. She's already taken down Becky now, and Bayley's doing her own thing. Sasha's obviously in AEW. Like now, you got to go down to elevate the next level of stars, which could be Jay. I mean, Bianca's the last main eventer left for Rhea.
Yeah.
But if you want to start looking at like who can we elevate to take the next step to become a main eventer, you look at Liv, you look at Jade, you look at
they're trying to do
Raquel chick who her whole gimmick is showing her back, but she can legit match up with Rhea.
But she's been sick. She's been sick as well too, so I don't know what's going on with Raquel Gonzalez.
Raquel, yeah, but they had a feud in NXT, Raquel and Rhea. So there's many opponents, and it'll be interesting to see. But shout out to Damien Priest for winning the heavyweight champion, the second wrestler ever to cash in his Money in the Bank at WrestleMania and get that WrestleMania.
And successful too.
Yep. All right, Ziggy. Next we had
Snoop Dogg came out as a guest commentator. And Bubba Ray Dudley also came out to join as a special guest referee ahead of the Pride versus the Final Testament, which is a team of Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits with B-Fab versus the Final Testament, which is Karrion Kross, AOP, and Scarlett and Paul Ellering. And what do you think of this match, Jono? It was okay for what it was for me.
It was fun, right?
It was a fun buffer match. Yeah.
It was fun. The story, fans aren't that locked in on it. So, I mean, I don't think we need to spend much time on it. It was a fun match. I guess it was. I kind of felt they should have let the Final Testament win because, like, they haven't won a big feud since, well, this has been their only feud, but, like, they haven't done anything significant to make you feel like they're a threat. Now, I know there's plenty of time that they can always write the Final Testament to become a bigger force, but I feel like they needed to win more. But it's also, like, again, a feud that, not to say it didn't go anywhere, but it's not on the top of the food chain of wrestling storylines right now. That the match was good for what it was. You know how I feel about Karrion Kross. I think he has a great presentation, but when he's in the ring, doesn't really grab the fans' attention. I love AOP. How far can they take this Final Testament? I don't know. As far as the prize, I don't think it's hit off the way WWE thought it was going to hit off. Maybe because WWE was trying for them to be heels and the fans were like, we ain't booing the Street Profits. So.
They could not. Yeah, Bobby and the Street Profits could, for whatever reason, they can't buy booze right now. So they end up, because they even tried to change the Street Profits theme music and everything, but they was like, we're going to go ahead and give y'all regular theme music back. Like, just go back to being good guys.
And so, to me, honestly, it's like at this point, like, it's like, okay, now do we, and they don't even have to do like a controversial, like he turns heel or turns his back on his partners or anything. But I mean, at what point are we going to let Montez kind of spread his wings and fly and see if he can be a.
Yeah. I agree with you on that. They could do like the New Day did it. Like the New Day didn't have
to
break
yourself respectable.
Yeah. They could just say like, hey, I want to. Oh yeah, go ahead, do your thing, bro.
Yeah, because I'm drawing a blank. What's that other guy?
Big E and Kofi both did it.
Yeah, but it's Montez and why am I drawing a blank on the other dude?
Dang, bro. Not you talking about Dawkins?
Yeah, Angelo Dawkins. I feel like I'm Marty Jannetty and him. No, he's a dog himself.
Dawkins is actually pretty good.
Yeah, but I feel like the Pride, I mean, I can't really see where else because they're not bad guys now.
Yeah, I don't know
where they go from here. But I give that match, Ziggy, a C, but a good C. Like it was a fun match, like you say, a buffer match. It did what it had to do. You got the nostalgia for the Philadelphia crowd with Bubba Ray Dudley. We had to have fun with Snoop Dogg on the commentary, the table spots and all that.
The table spots, the diving headbutt. And now that the tag team belts are split up, I think that's the next thing for them is to actually go for the tag belts now that the belts are actually split up.
All right, next up we have a guy who low key might be in the main event of WrestleMania 41, and that is L.A. Knight.
Yeah.
There we go. he fought AJ Styles. I think Ziggler won. I know AJ Styles is a heel, but that his new theme song is going to have to grow on me.
I actually liked this new theme song, but
it was fine. But
he started running to the ring. We couldn't get into what the rhythm was.
His original one is so iconic that it's like it's like trying to follow Picasso as a painter. It's like, well, what the hell am I gonna do after that?
It was too much of a good guy theme though. If AJ's trying to go like dark, I guess.
I feel like some wrestlers, it don't matter what the theme is. You ain't got to always slow it down just because you're not a heel. Like you can still be a heel with I mean, I feel like that's since the Stone Cold days when he had like 20 theme songs during the WCW invasion when he joined the.
Oh yeah, they gave him like a WCW
they were
kind
trying
of theme.
Hardest to make him heel, so they kept changing his theme music like every week to find one that like the fans.
That Disturbed Stone Cold theme though was the best one.
And God, I thought they were gonna play it tonight.
That Disturbed.
No. I spent enough time on that. I'll say this: the match, it was fine. It's not anything you're gonna remember, so I'm gonna give that one a C as well. I will also say I get that LA Knight and make your money. LA Knight is like the new Macho Man for Slim Jim. It was just kind of weird to me, right? Like they've been setting up this as like a grudge match, a blood feud between him and AJ, and yet LA Knight, who has like in the past 2 weeks showing up to AJ Styles' house to fight, and then showing up at AJ Styles' media sessions to fight, shows up in a Slim Jim car, and then comes out for his entrance and gives a Slim Jim like, hold on, like you've been building up as like it's on site, like I just want to fight, and you're doing sponsorship stuff like that, and I get it, I get why it's business, right? Like whatever, but that kind of threw me off.
It's like what it was,
like y'all set up this field for that, so it's kind of making.
That's part of the new. That's part of the new WWE. When we were growing up, they didn't have all this product placement stuff. Well, they had commercials and stuff like of course, Macho Man did Slim Jim commercials, but
but
not in the match.
Imagine Stone Cold right before his Bret Hart match, and he comes out with Skittles. Like he drives to the arena with Skittles. Like, hold on, dude, you've been pissed off and talking about how pissed off you are.
Yeah.
Oh man, you driving the freaking Skittles car?
That's part of Nick Khan and Ari Emanuel's
that's the future. Every damn match had a new ad sponsor. Like I get it, that's the future, but it kind of threw me off. The match itself, though, it was decent.
Be a lot of they're gonna be throwing so much advertising in y'all face. The different turnbuckles.
And I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it. It just threw me off with the LA Knight thing tonight.
I'm kind of digging AJ's theme. AJ has mentioned himself that rap is his favorite genre of music anyway. So
that's ironic.
He said it in multiple interviews. Rap is his favorite genre.
Hardcore of a conservative he is. Like it. Well, I mean, I guess it's kind of a typical.
I'm just saying. But so of course, people were kind of speculating what his new theme music was going to be. So it was kind of cool to kind of see that put to use. But LA Knight beat AJ Styles clean for the 1-2-3 after one BFT,
which I like. Respect the finishing move. The right guy won. I'm surprised that LA Knight didn't get a bigger pop than you would think that he was, right?
I think he did get a big pop, though. It just, once again, with that stadium. What you think?
Maybe.
With that open air stadium.
I personally feel like his momentum has kind of, just a little bit. I still think he's going to be a main eventer, but it's kind of like slowed down a little bit. Just a little bit. I think he needs to be in the title field. Like they got to put him with Logan Paul or something. Like he needs to be in the title field now.
I think that's why they're going to move. They're probably going to move him to Raw.
I can see that.
Get him off of SmackDown. Get him on Raw. And that way he can feud with the World Heavyweight Championship or the Intercontinental Championship.
I do. Bruce is like a big LA Knight fan, so he probably doesn't like that. I say that. I say a little bit. I say his momentum slided a little bit. Bruce, I didn't say that he wasn't popular anymore. Okay, but
now
like I said,
yeah.
Next U.S. champ, he needs to at this point. Like okay,
he does need a belt.
You've had your meteoric rise. Yeah, you did get to fight Roman for the title, but now you got to get at least one of the. Like you got to have one type of championship to like say I'm legit. So
yeah, and the only thing I would say is I think you do have a good point about the match. This match probably could have had a stipulation on it to add a little bit more flavor to it. Maybe like
what? I
Falls Count
disagree.
Anywhere.
I disagree. I feel like because of the Street Profits having a street fight, this one needed to just be a straight up one-on-one because beating AJ Styles at WrestleMania is a good thing. Like that's an elevation in my opinion. So I feel like that's all it needed to be. Just was still
just straight up beat him.
LA Knight, and now that he has his win again, now though he's got to fight for a title. Like
I just think if he showed up to the man's house, they fighting at wrestling conventions.
I feel you on that though.
They fighting at photo shoots.
I'm sure they're going to continue to feel maybe like Backlash is going to be the Falls Count Anywhere match or whatever. But for WrestleMania, like just to give LA Knight like that big win to say this guy is obviously. I mean, they had him out with Cody. Like that shows you how much stock that they have in him. Like he was one of the people that they had out.
Like,
like you know, like they ain't.
That was telling.
That's when you know who like
you
who
look
they
at
got. Right, like you know, they didn't have Montez Ford or Bobby Lashley out. They had LA Knight, so that shows you how high they got.
That's a good point, Jono. Like you go back and watching who's all in that ring at the end of the show.
It's everybody but fucking Stone Cold. Next up,
hey, also for y'all in the chat, man, give us y'all's grades. I know a few of y'all have given us y'all's grades. What do y'all grade the AJ Styles and LA Knight match? Y'all let us know in the comments. And once again, if y'all hadn't already hit that like button or hit that subscribe button, go ahead and do that now. That helps Jono, that helps myself, both get into the algorithm, and we appreciate y'all.
Speaking of a guy who's real good with algorithms and titles, Logan Paul fought Kevin Owens and Randy Orton, and he retained the belt, Ziggy, which might
this was a fun match.
A very good match, man. I mean, come on, it's Kevin Owens and Randy Orton, two of the best professionals in the world. And Logan is, Michael Cole is right, one of the quickest guys, and probably the quickest guy in history, that to pick up this wrestling shit as quick as he has and be so good at it. Like people who hate Logan Paul probably hate the fact that he's so good at this because he is like made to be a WWE superstar. And it kind of like elevated his integrity as a wrestler. Like they showed that he played the game.
Not bad.
He got his ass whipped in the beginning. And then he said, I'm going to let Kevin Owens and Randy now fight for who's going to get the pin. And then he let Randy and KO kind of take themselves out. Then he came in, did the perfect heel move, and took advantage of it. I enjoyed this match a lot. And I respect that they didn't go with the span finishers. I like that Logan Paul seems like every year he's going to have a hot streamer being the prime. You know, hopefully one day I'm that big. So you could be in that prime because I'll do it. I'll do it.
Hey, he RKO'd.
Why is always a black guy? Why can't be no white guy that's taking that?
KSI. KSI is Logan's business partner, but I don't know about this I Show Speed guy.
Yeah, I don't even know. I mean, I know of his name, but I don't even know like what he does. But
I just know he gets banned on Twitch a lot or in YouTube.
I mean, I know it helps WWE with that community. So shout out to WWE.
But he got a little too animated with Randy Orton. And Randy Orton's like, all right, now come on now, bro. He RKO'd the shot that dude on that table.
You know, Jerry says Logan is pure trash. I mean, I hope you're not mean as a wrestler, because as a wrestler and a sports entertainer, Logan is good. I got to give credit.
Hey, you saw he was like, man, my brother could have this boxing stuff. I could do this wrestling. I could do this wrestling thing, get paid more, and wrestle less. Don't even take as many bumps. You know.
Slim Salt is right. Logan brings in more business. I'm kind of, like I'm like everybody else. I want to hate Logan and Jake, but they're really good at what they do. Even Jake as a boxer, I know he's not a great boxer. I mean, I know he picks and chooses his opponents, but they're really good at what they do. I got to give credit where it's due. And Logan is, honestly, dude, Logan might be a heavyweight champion one day. Ziggy, I really do think he's going to be a heavyweight champion one day.
Yeah, Logan
is
pretty good.
Now that Roman is not the undisputed champ, and of course with the second heavyweight champion that Damien Priest has, like, there's going to be we're not going to have another 3-4 year reign. We're going to have a lot more. I don't want to say transitional champs, but like, short-term reigns that guys like Logan Paul actually is going to probably have a reign in his future.
And you saw they try to do that misdirection at the beginning, like Sammy met up with KO right at the beginning, like, hey, look, man, I got mine. Look, go ahead, get yours.
Yeah, that's good stuff. What do you think KO and Randy go from here now, though?
They'll probably be a tag team.
I don't think they need to be a tag team.
I don't know.
I mean, like, they have no reason, I guess, but like, I don't know. Like, that's why G1, like, what if they're not competing for the heavyweight championship? Like, what's the point? What's Randy and KO to do? I guess elevate like young stars or whatever. But
yeah, that's what I'm saying. The tag team, because they've been fighting Grayson Waller and Austin Theory they're part of Logan's stable as well.
True.
Technically,
True.
kind of.
You're right. I can see that.
You know, it's been like weeks. Like KO's like, I'm gonna punch both of them in the face at the same time. You know, all the stuff that he was doing with them.
Yeah.
And
Right.
they
like
have a tag team finisher. He does like the pop up into the RKO. Like they got a good thing going with those 5 guys right there.
So what do you grade the Logan Paul, Randy Orton, and Kevin Owens match?
I'll give it an A-.
A-. Wow.
I really enjoyed the match.
I'm gonna give it a B.
Because the pop up, he did the pop up power bomb, countered it into an RKO,
which was beautiful. It was beautiful.
It was a good match. It was.
I don't want to I feel like I can't throw an A at too many matches because then I feel like it takes away from like the really great.
If it was
matches.
an A, it was an A.
I feel you. No, you're right. Hey, that's why it was give and take between me and you. I like that. Hey, my opinion is
a A-. Like it was like one of those A minuses closer to a B plus. But I mean, I enjoyed the match. The brass knuckles. He did the brass knuckles. I mean, it was.
I'm a little more tough with my grades. Like I want to, you know how I am. Ziggy.
I go by how I felt after I watched the match. Like, I
kind of go by the historicalness. Like, am I ever going to really want to watch it again?
Like, how I felt in the moments. I kind of watch these matches with the blinders on, in a vacuum, and in the moment. How did I feel with that match?
Do you agree with
the match?
Made me
feel. I felt really good with the match.
Do you agree with Darrell's comment that Randy is over the hill and that he needs to be a heel because as a babyface he ain't cutting it?
I think Randy's just at that point of his career where he's just like, I'm just having a good time. I'm just passing my wisdom on to the next generation.
Same. I mean,
I give a lot of credit to Riddle. Riddle had a lot to do with that.
I was a big Riddle fan.
I know, but Riddle, in his goofy nature, he loosened Randy up a lot with the RK Bro stuff. Like, Randy even gives him a lot of credit to having him loosen up to the next generation of wrestlers and different things like that. But
yeah,
shout out to Randy,
kind of like in that Godfather role now where, he doesn't even
like, man,
I don't need Randy on a match every week or even every month. Like, let him have special matches to like elevate and use his stature to, build up another wrestler. So, but we'll see. I kind of like your idea. You're right. Have him and KO now. We can have Austin and Austin Theory and Grayson Waller come out Friday and troll them like, "Hey, we won, y'all then."
And them as a faction. They got the US belt and then the tag belts.
Yep. So I like that idea. Ziggy. All right. Next up, we had what arguably was the match of the night between Bayley and Iyo Sky.
Yeah, bro.
Just a match that didn't need any stipulation, a match that didn't need any interference, just two great wrestlers going at it. And every show needs that. Every WrestleMania for sure needs that. This was the match of the night one of WrestleMania for me. Really enjoyed it. Iyo really impressed me. Bayley finally gets her WrestleMania moment. This match, in my opinion, Ziggy, was an A.
People gave it a hard time because of the build was a little weird, but people have to learn Iyo is not like the best talker, of course, but when that bell rings, I don't know what it is about professional wrestling and people that speak different languages, but they have some way of communicating in the ring to have everything click on all cylinders. But Iyo has shown why she was heavily recruited by Triple H to NXT, and Bayley proved why she's one of the integral female wrestlers in this industry. So definitely shout out to both of the women.
You agree with Calvin that Iyo carried the entire match? Because I disagree with that. Put some respect on Bayley's name.
Yeah, Bayley is a ring general, man. But Iyo did do a lot of because Bayley wanted to showcase and highlight Iyo's toolkit and everything. So it was a give and take with that.
Chris says that he gives it a C. That's because the build wasn't strong enough.
How was the match though? We're talking about
exactly.
Match.
The build and the match is two different things, and it's unfortunate because it was a good story, right? Like Damage Control finally turning on the person who made
Bayley.
But
Bayley brought him in, and they turned on him.
They did a beautiful vignette where like Iyo actually logically explained why, which. If you listen to it, you were like, "Damn!" Technically, Bayley did that. Like Bayley was a dick, basically.
Bayley, and that's what Bianca was saying. She was like, "Y'all forget like how Bayley was terrorizing."
One thing I appreciate about the Triple H era is that he brings some logic into it. Like Drew McIntyre before his heel turn, like he was saying logic, which is why the fans turned him. But he was like, why are we cheering for Jey Uso now? He made our life hell for the past 3 years, and now we want to hug him because like no, hell with that.
Forgive him. Like no.
You know, I like these heels who are like actually being logical and saying what the deal was. Our dude E on Twitter. I'm sure we appreciate the Twitter comments saying F Stardust.
Hey man, we're on the cusp of 200 live viewers right now, man. Definitely appreciate y'all. Y'all give yourselves a round of applause, man. Everybody that's got work tomorrow, that's staying up late with us, man. We appreciate every single one of y'all. Shout out to Good Gamer Radio.
Yeah, on Twitch. Yeah,
man. Shout out to I met Good Gamer Radio out in Dallas at Dream Hack a few years ago. Shout out to them.
Shout out to the whole gaming community too.
Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody. Jerry gave this an A+.
Wow. I don't know about A+, but I will give it an A. It was a very good match. It was the match of the night. Like just a pure technical wrestling. It was definitely the match of the night.
Like you said, Rose Plant, Spike Iyo on her dome. 1, 2, 3.
I'm glad that Bayley gets her moment. I'm very glad that Bayley gets her moment.
Yeah, but I mean, because you think about it, Bayley really, for the past 2 years, Bayley kind of took a back seat to let Iyo, Dakota.
She's always been number 4 of the 4 horsemen, right? Like they've always. No, it's not a bad thing, but she's always been like the one who doesn't have as much prestige, or they gave her as big of an aura as they gave Charlotte, Sasha, and Becky. So I'm glad that she finally had her moment. She deserved it.
Facts. And it's good that she got her flowers. Damage Control did not come out and cheat either. I thought there was going to be some interference.
Yeah. Damage Control had a bad weekend, huh? They had a bad weekend.
They just let her go ahead and do her thing, man. So, yeah, definitely shout out to Damage Control. Follow-up question. Also, y'all let us know what y'all grade the match in the comments. Jono, what do you think is next for both Bayley and Damage Control going forward?
I'm assuming they're going to do a rematch clause for Iyo.
Okay.
And then maybe they tease some more dissension into Damage Control.
Okay.
Well, because if I'm Iyo, I mean, or maybe they get mad at Iyo and say, because Iyo, they'll probably say, Iyo, you told us not to come out, and we showed you why. You should have had us out there. Or Iyo get mad at them and say, why didn't y'all come out and help me? But they've been doing Damage Control for about 2.5 years now, huh?
Yeah, it's since like 2022.
That's like ancient terms.
Well, faction.
Yeah, like usually factions you get about 2 years, and that's a good run. And they let the star, whoever they want to push, go on their own. So we'll see what happens with that. But
hey, Chris, don't forget about Money in the Bank too. So you got Money in the Bank as well as Royal Rumble.
Yeah, the women's division is in a good spot. There's so many. You wonder like how can someone like a Mia or a Shayna or somebody like get TV time, right? Like, because there's so many superstars. Even with the 2 shows, like how can we squeeze everybody into these shows? And Tiffany Stratton, who's clearly going to be like they're going to put
good.
She's good. So we didn't even mention about Tiffany Stratton.
There go your Money in the Bank winner right there.
Hey, yep. Hey, Ziggy, we got over 200 people watching at 11:30 p.m.
That's crazy, bro.
12:30 Eastern time. We thank you guys. If you're watching on YouTube and you're new, definitely do us a favor, hit that like and subscribe button. And before we get to the main event, we want to hear a word from one of our sponsors. Hey man, I can't believe you guys are still watching this crazy show. Because of that, you guys really deserve something special. Here's a gift just for you for being a fan. Are you going to a sports game or a concert or any major event? Well, buy your tickets from SeatGeek and use the promo code JONO at checkout and you can receive $20 off your purchase over $50. That's $20 off your purchase. What are you waiting for? You know this shit more than a game, man. And finally, Ziggy, we have what could go down as the greatest main event in WWE history. Now, forewarning, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try my best. I'm going to eliminate the disappointment that I set myself up for. And I'm going to try to talk about this in a vacuum, okay? I'm going to do my best.
That's it, Bert. You enjoy wrestling a lot more if you do that. Put your blinders on.
Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns gave us absolutely everything that we wanted it to give us, man. Just a magical match. Started off like a typical Roman match.
What about the presentation, though, John? Before you get to the match, the entrances, the man came out with a whole orchestra.
It was hard to top last year's. I like last year's Roman Reigns entrance a lot better, but Cody's was beast. Like when the wife came out, Cody was winning, man. You ain't gonna never win with your wife. Come on now, you ain't never losing in front of your wife. So ain't nobody puts a better spectacle than WWE. I said that over the years, even during
you
the
do say that,
WWE's dark days, nobody puts on a better spectacle than WWE. I dream of a day where I can just walk down like the entrance and have a special entrance one time, man, because it's probably got to be the greatest feeling in the world. Like 10,000, 20,000, 50,000, 70,000 fans all cheering you like behind this grand, elaborate stage. You know, maybe you get fireworks, maybe you get LED lights, you get your Titantron.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
You
bro.
can't
You got
beat
your
it,
logo.
Smoke, mirrors, all that good stuff, man. You can't beat it. So, WWE, and they've done so much better too. So they're just building up and making it feel like a big time fight with the ring introductions. You know, Samantha Irvin is a goddamn beast, man. She might go down as one of the greatest, if not the greatest. I mean, she's really good.
You can tell she's a real fan of because sometimes she gets caught into the show
like
when it's time for her to announce. She's like,
oh, yeah, that was dope. That was dope. As for the match itself, again, started like a typical Roman match, slow and methodical. So I ain't gonna lie, I thought early on that they were gonna start off with the bloodline fuckery early, like bloodline rules. I mean, they're gonna start off with
just start off
first
with
5 minutes, but like I thought the Rock was gonna come out with Roman. Like I thought they were gonna just like really push it down. Like this is a no holds bar, anything goes match. But they kind of let them go one-on-one. They had a traditional match for about 20, 25 minutes before they really started doing the run-ins. And the run-ins was executed. I mean, like when Jay came out, Ziggy, so I'm getting excited. I'm like, this is like, like we're about to get this, Avengers Endgame thing. And they went through with it. And that's the great thing about Triple H. Like he listens to the fans. Maybe that was the plan from the beginning. Or maybe they say, oh, we're seeing that this is some buzz the fans want. We'll give them that finish. But I mean, they did it to perfect, almost to perfect. They did it to perfection in the vacuum. And then you have Solo come out, does his thing, and Cody is like, nope, I'm not going down. I'm giving every single day. And this is, to me, Ziggy, a feud in a moment that deserves spam finishes. I hate spam finishes, but does any feud or moment, like certain matches, I'm like, I can accept.
You'll let it slide.
Yeah, I'll let it slide. Like, okay, like we know what we're getting with this. So yes, do 5 spears and Cody kick out, like whatever. I'm cool with that. Not every match though. Not no goddamn DIY tag match or whatever. That's when it's like,
bro, DIY ever see this? They will be like, bro.
I'm sorry, bro, but anyway. So then Cena comes out. Great moment, and of course it makes sense. Cena's last time against wrestling was against Solo when Solo took Cena out. So this is basically
he
Cena
did the spike them.
What I did not like was Cena giving an attitude adjustment to Roman Reigns. I wanted to like keep Roman and Cody away from all of the running so that Cody's win can be quote unquote but it was a great moment. It was still a great moment. The crowd went crazy.
The only reason I say it's fair because Jimmy and Solo jumped on Cody, so they didn't keep it separate. So it's like,
but Cody's the underdog.
I get it though. Oh, also too, shout out to the Usos for that big spear spot off the stage.
Yeah, that was nice.
I think that's what was kind of the action I was kind of missing in their feud yesterday. But
you think that's nice. But all right, so then Cena comes. So then The Rock comes. Right, great moment. One of the greatest feuds of all time. Rock and Cena face to face.
Final boss.
Rock makes easy work of Cena. Cena's always been very graceful with like looking like a goddamn for him to be.
Oh, he's always very He now he is the
number 4 behind Austin, Rock, and Hogan. Like he lets his ass get kicked a lot. Where Austin and Rock are a lot more protective with their grandstanding.
Definitely,
as far as character in WWE.
Rock is to an extent. He's like, all right.
Yeah, Rock with job. Honestly, Stone Cold's usually the one who's most protective. But like I'll take a few licks, but I'm Stone Cold. Like I can't like get my ass whooped or anything like that. So Rock takes out Cena, and then
Oh wait, before last thing, and then I'm gonna let you finish.
Mm-hmm.
Cena's timing was a little weird because he waited for Cody to kick out of the Samoan Spike Spear combo. When Cody kicked out at like 2.999. Then he's like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna come out now. It's like, bro, he was getting jumped for like.
Well, you got to build it up.
I know. Yeah. All right.
So Rock is now about to finally whip Cody in front. Mama Rose.
Yep, Mama Rose again. Pull the belt out. Yep.
And of course, we're like, well, who's next? It ends up being the Undertaker. Great moment. I popped. I love the Undertaker. I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, let's drain out every goddamn legend we can. Like Undertaker is well deserved
from the previous era.
This moment, so I'm still popping. I'm still thinking my dude gonna come out too, but
came
hasn't
out.
hit me yet, so I'm still popping at this moment. I'm like, this is great. This is freaking.
Oh wait, Calvin said it was Seth first, then Taker.
Oh yeah, we didn't think about that. So the Shield music was another, like, like they still found ways to genuinely surprise us, right? And I ain't gonna lie, I think a lot of fans were like, "Well, shit, is Ambrose gonna come out too?" But unfortunately, Ambrose.
I said Ambrose.
No, would that not have been a moment? Would that not have been a
That
moment?
would have been absolutely ridiculous if that happened.
AEW would have had a different mindset when they started. Like, I wish they'd have been like, almost like how The Rock treats the UFL, where he's like, we're not trying to compete with the NFL, so we just want to we'll be happy to partner with them, exchange ideas, et cetera, et cetera. Like, that's how AEW to me should have been. Like, look, we love competition. We want to be number one day, but we're not going to come and try to act like we are the WCW to the WWE. We'll be more than happy to be cordial with the WWE. Maybe we'll share some of our superstars with them. We'll create some legendary moments. I feel like that would have been a benefit a lot more to AEW than them trying to act like they are
They could have did a Forbidden Door pay-per-view.
Yeah, and then you get moments like, hey, yes, Moxley is with us, but we'll let y'all have Moxley for one night because we are about wrestling and we want to create moments. And then that brings more eyes for AEW because fans are going to want to tune into AEW on Wednesday to see what Moxley says about the moment, right? But neither here nor there. Seth coming out was good because it was nice for Seth to still be involved in that moment.
He limped to the ring and immediately got deleted.
Got his ass whooped, but it works, right? Because Seth at this point obviously like damaged goods after the weekend that he's had. So like
he's like, I'm still trying to help you, bro.
He's trying, like he's buying Cody some time to catch his breath, rejuvenate. And then the Undertaker comes out. Maybe that was Stone Cold spot, maybe not. I don't know, but I still pop because I'm thinking Stone Cold's still coming out at this point. So I'm like, okay, Undertaker, you deserve. This is Undertaker WrestleMania. This is his yard. I kind of start getting nervous when he chokeslams The Rock, and I'm like, damn, okay, I thought that was gonna be Stone Cold taking out The Rock, but whatever. And then
I think you're right though. I think if that would have been Stone Cold's spot,
yeah.
But
I'm trying to go through it like while I'm living in the moment. So I'm like, okay, cool. They're bringing out all the heavyweights, like they're bringing out Stone Cold. Undertaker. This is
getting crazy.
Now when the lights come back on and Rock is gone, now I'm starting to get a little sad. I'm like, okay, this is kind of how I drew it up, but maybe they're gonna surprise me. Now I'm starting to think, what's his name? They had another Bloodline member signed with the WWE this weekend. One of the Indian, Jacob Fatu or something. I don't know, I forget his name.
We did, okay.
One of the Fatu brothers or whatever signed. So I'm like, oh, maybe they're gonna, like this is getting crazy. Like this is just like shenanigans. This is awesome though. I'm like, this is freaking awesome. I'm loving this. But no, that was essentially the end of it. So now you got Cody and Roman in a ring one-on-one. Mm-hmm. Cody does what I think is one of the most brilliant strategies and wrestling logical things of all time. And he says, you know what, I'm not going to do a spam finisher. I'm going to do it 3 straight times on him so we ain't got this spam finisher. So I ain't got to even risk it, which when he did it last year, I was like, this is brilliant. Like, he's going to win it this way. And then Solo came in and knocked him out. But I was like, that was brilliant. Like, if that's how he would have won, that's how you do it. Like, that's how you take the spam finisher, but work it into a new.
Just hit him with it multiple times.
Yeah, like your ass staying down. Like, like I ain't gonna even risk.
Hey, and don't forget, Roman hit the crossroads too.
Yeah, but you said, and I don't mind when
wrestling hit the
opposing move. So Roman
chose
with the chair instead of Cody, which allowed Cody to win. Showing Roman still never got over the Shield. Yeah, like so.
Oh, that's layers. A good point. That's a good point,
dude. I'm telling you, like. Tonight was one of the greatest wrestling moments of all time. I would gladly admit that. I'm mad at myself a little bit too that I didn't enjoy it as fully as I should because of what. But we'll get to that again later. So you leave Cody to get the move 3 straight times. Cody wins. The story is finally complete. What a moment, huh?
Yeah, it was.
What a moment. That is arguably the greatest WrestleMania moment of all time.
This is once again. This is what we wanted from. And what we expect from WrestleMania is the moments,
the spectacle.
The spectacle. You always think about like the throwback moments where someone wins the championship, the locker room clears out and they lift the guy up and everything.
It was beautiful. We haven't had that in a while too. We haven't had that in a long time. And people don't remember Cody Rhodes is a student of the game. Cody Rhodes loves the old school wrestling. Arn Anderson is one of his coaches at the Nightmare Factory. Like his dad is freaking Dusty Rhodes. Like
bro.
Again, if AEW would have, would be cool and be like, yeah, look, y'all work with us.
That would have been cool if he did, though. But yeah,
yeah, man, it was a great.
I'm
moment.
sure he was backstage probably, but not like on camera.
Because of that, I give this match an A+. Was it the greatest technical match of all time? No, but it's exactly what wrestling is all about: the spectacle, the technicality for a little bit,
and the story,
the moments, and the story. Cool. And that was like the greatest way to ever end the story. It's like, how in the hell is the WWE going to top that? Like, it's going to be hard. It's like, I don't know. I mean, it's going to be a long time before we witness a moment like that again. It was awesome.
Yep.
It was genuinely awesome.
A+. What do y'all give it in chat, man? We got almost 250 in chat, 225.
Yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, man, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. If you're new to the channel, for sure, man, we're going to do a lot more wrestling content.
We're going to do some more wrestling content if y'all gonna keep showing up like this, man.
Yeah, at 11:30, Ziggy. You got 30 on YouTube at 11:30. I ain't even counting people you got on your YouTube channel.
Hey, man.
Come on now. Overall, we got over 30 people on YouTube, over 200 on Twitter, man. Come on now. Y'all represent for what a night it was, because that moment deserved over 200 people watching right now. It was one of the greatest wrestling moments of all time. Man, to see all of those legends and faces of the current era, of the past era in the ring, it was magical. It was
we gotta do like WWE does. Let's see. We have an attendance of for the weekend 440 445 attendees to the
I'm sure there was a lot of crying faces. I'm sure a lot of kids. Again, like, I guess for a lot of kids, my moment, Ziggy, and then you could get that when I was a kid, like my big wrestling fan as a kid moment, like this is I'm locked in on WWE for life was WrestleMania 14 with Stone Cold beat Shawn Michaels. That was my moment, right?
That was a good
Tonight
one.
was a lot of that moment for a lot of kids, which I love. That's what makes this shit so much more than the game. What was your moment, Ziggy, like as a kid, where the moment you had?
That was a good one. To be honest, my parents never bought WrestleMania until I got older. Like, we ain't buying that. That's back when you had to buy pay-per-views.
Mm-hmm. You still do technically.
The first pay-per-view that I watched that my parents finally let me buy was WrestleMania 20.
Damn, Ziggy.
20. I would have to go by a friend's house and like watch WrestleMania. But
my first one was my brother, and we had a neighbor who came. We wasn't even wrestling fans. My neighbor wanted to watch it because he knew we had pay-per-view. So it was WrestleMania 12, the Iron Man match. But I didn't even really watch. I was watching The Simpsons.
Mm-hmm.
I had watched. My brother was watching it. But that's when I started like gradually getting into it. Became a Shawn Michaels fan because he was the face at the time. But then nobody captured my attention like that man from Austin, Texas, named Stone Cold. So
I watch every Raw.
Yeah,
but the pay-per-views, I'd never watch the pay-per-views.
So
I never watched the pay-per-views, but
I'm almost 14.
Yeah.
I know a lot of fans had that WrestleMania 14 like moment that I had in 1998. So I'm very happy for them. My dude Iyo on Twitter asked, do we think the bloodline will split or stay together? They're going to stay together for a while, but it's obviously going to lead to eventually The Rock and Roman fight. People saying SummerSlam. I don't know about that. I feel like
there's going to be a lot of Solo and Jimmy holding it down while Roman's gone.
Yeah, and I think Roman and Rock are WrestleMania nothing mode for that type of match. So I don't see it happening. Right?
Yeah. If I'm Solo or Triple H, I would start booking Solo for mid-card belt.
However, the tricky thing though, Ziggy, is like, again, The Rock has such a busy schedule. Like, one, I hope wrestling fans appreciate that we got The Rock these past
very good
months.
point.
And I hope the dumbasses who were mad when he came back see what greatness looks like. Like, there's levels to this shit.
They're gonna miss him when he gone.
Come on now. Come on. He elevated this shit. He elevated it. Great. I get that the wrestling was booming before he came back, but certain wrestlers, when they come back, they elevated. He elevated it. I'm sure he's got to go film a movie. It's hard to predict if
they got the UFL stuff going on.
Availability next April to try to do the Roman and Rock match, but I'm sure he's gonna make it a priority to like finally do it eventually. I just see it happening. I can't see him doing it at a Survivor Series or at a SummerSlam. I think they're gonna let another year-long build so we get the Roman and Rock at a Mania 41. Great moment. I'm so proud that Cody got to finish his goddamn story. I'm not the biggest Cody character fan. I love Cody as a human. His character gets a little old to me with being the white true babyface, like the Hulk Hogan of the 80s, kissing babies, shaking hands. Like eventually that shit gets old. So now that he's won the belt, it's gonna be interesting to see how much fans continue to be behind him. Because just like Hogan, eventually the fans got tired of it. They were like, all right, we get it. Then they want to see some.
Then they're gonna move on to the next person.
Yeah, and it might be LA Knight because LA Knight is more of that traditional.
That's usually how it is. Like people push for somebody to get the belt, and then once they get the belt, then they're like, go on to the next guy. We want.
It'll be interesting to see who's going to challenge because Roman probably isn't going to challenge Cody right away. So who is going to be the first person that they give the keys to say you're going to be Cody's first WrestleMania, his first championship opponent? Who do you think it's going to be, Ziggy?
So very.
SmackDown now, right? They're going to have the 2 belts on Raw.
Oh, I would have. I mean, then at this, I would say Seth Rollins, but then.
But Seth looks like he's going to take a vacation.
Seth going to take a vacation because he'll be like, "Hey man, look, you helped me out. It'll be that's like the Cody thing to do." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Who's the biggest heel now on SmackDown?
Some people say Gunther.
Maybe.
Gunther going to take but see, then Gunther going to take another loss.
Exactly, because they ain't gonna let Cody lose it right away. It's kind of got to be somebody.
It'll probably be Solo or somebody.
It's got to be somebody in that Mick 40. Remember when Stone Cold won that WrestleMania 14 and like they gave that spot then to Mick 40 was like his challenger for like the next 3 months, and 40 was a legitimate contender, but like somebody that probably isn't going to win the belt that quickly. So somebody
I think probably Solo.
I can see Solo, but that'll be a big ass push to go from no Intercontinental belt, no U.S. belt to already.
Is he gonna try to get it back for his tribal chief?
Probably and then maybe that causes dissension that Roman is like, how dare you go after the belt? I never gave you permission or whatever, right? It's sort of gonna be like, well, your ass left. You the one who got pinned, and then you left. And then the Rock can come and say, I wouldn't have lost that match. I mean, it's gonna be fun to see how they kind of.
That's what I was thinking. I would say Solo just for the story, to kind of have him avenge, for pun intended.
I guess Solo's the second biggest heel behind Roman, technically, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm trying to draw names.
It can't be Jimmy. Jimmy got his ass whooped by Jay.
I mean, do you have Lashley just randomly turn heel? Lashley's always a Randy Orton type. You never know. I mean, they got to have somebody legitimate though.
Unless they do a tournament. Hey, winner of the tournament, you face Cody.
Cody Rhodes, yeah, I can see that.
Does it have to be a heel? It don't technically have to be a heel. I agree with you as well.
I feel like Cody's such a white face, but you got to have like a legit heel come after him for the first one.
We could be somebody like he respects. They could just go after the belt. That's a good thing with baby faces, though. You can have a baby face and
maybe Finn Balor.
Hey, Finn Balor, yeah.
It'll be interesting. I'm looking forward to it. I'm tuning into Raw this week. I'm gonna have Raw on. I'm gonna have the NCAA on the other screen. The men's final. Pelicans don't play tomorrow, so thankfully. Shout out to the Pelicans for winning tonight too. So, all together, Ziggy, how do you grade night 1 of WrestleMania?
Night 1, that was a B-, and night 2.
Night 2. I'm sorry.
Oh, night 2, I give that a B+.
A B+?
Mm-hmm.
I gave night 1. What I gave? I think I gave it a B- last night. Yeah. I'm gonna give tonight an A-. It was good. It was real good. It was much better than night 1. You had the greatest finish, arguably in wrestling history. You had some great matches, some good matches. You didn't have one bad match, which was the main thing. Like Jimmy and Jay was bad yesterday. Tonight there was That's a good
point. There was no bad matches today.
So I'm gonna give it an A-, especially because of how great that finish was.
Like I know a lot of people aren't fans of LA Knight, but even that wasn't bad. That was a good match.
Yeah. So what was your match of the night, Ziggy?
Match of the night was the main event.
Same. I think Bayley and Iyo was the second.
I was about to say, if you want to say like not counting the main event, because that's like an easy cop-out answer, then I would say between Logan Paul and Iyo.
All right, I'm gonna go with from a technical standpoint, Iyo and Bayley. From just what WrestleMania and wrestling is all fucking about, the main event, of course. And Ziggy, what one word would you use to describe night 2 of WrestleMania?
let's see. Night 1, I said fun. Night 2, I would say. Damn, that's a good question, Jono. It's a very good question.
I mean, you can think about it. I'm gonna go with beautiful. Cody, I think when he came back the first time he said wrestling is a love story. Well, tonight was beautiful. It was a very, very great ending. It reminded you of why you love this shit, man. People who are confused, like, why do y'all watch wrestling? Sometimes my wife is like, why you watch wrestling? I'm gonna get it. I don't get it. I'm like, why do you watch your soap operas? Why do you watch your reality shows? It's good entertainment. Like, we know that it's not real. Like, we know that, but we can suspend our disbelief. And just enjoy the storytelling, enjoy the shenanigans of it, enjoy the fun of it. Like, we know, y'all, like, we know that it's not real, but do you not go watch Marvel movies? Do you not go watch movies, period? Like, come on now. So I thought tonight was beautiful. I
say it was exciting.
Exciting is the word you use?
Yeah, once again, like I cried when Cody got to see his mom. Hey, man,
come on, Bruce. You cry. Don't be a punk now. I never cry.
But that I think it's good to be able to watch these events with the blinders on to kind of like just let yourself kind of get engulfed in the spectacle, and I think we get to enjoy the matches a little bit more.
Yeah. All right, so enough of that bullshit. Ziggy, Stone Cold should have fucking came, bro. Dog, I'm gonna lose sleep over this shit, Ziggy. This shit means something to me, dog. I don't get it. Dog, it could have been the greatest WrestleMania for sure of all time if this dude would have came out. I just don't get it, bro. I just joked about my dude Bruce saying he was crying after. I legit was going to get probably teary-eyed if Stone Cold came out. That's how much that shit means to me, bro. Because I like when it comes to someone like Stone Cold, like I like to not take life. You can't always take life too serious, right, Ziggy? I'm being genuine here. Like, you can't, like, we got enough with our bills, with our living conditions, and like the stresses of life. I use wrestling as an outlet in my entertainment of sports, even to like just try to escape from the bullshit of reality.
I think, I use it the same way.
So,
I agree.
Stone Cold is always like that.
He's that embodiment
my
of
childhood. Him, Eminem. Like, I know I'm a grown ass man now, so as a group chat, like, in a circle behind the camera, so like they like to make fun of me or whatever for that. But I do it like not even as a gimmick though. Like, I do it because I'm like, well, I'm gonna just like have fun with it. Like, yeah, these were the guys as a kid that were my role models essentially or whatever. So like I'm gonna like continue to have that kid like after. It's like when grown-ups go to Disney World. You just put your growing up stuff away and you say, I'm going to be a kid again. I'm going to enjoy it. I do that with Stone Cold. So anytime this motherfucker is being rumored or mentioned or hinted at coming back, I let the kid in me take over. And I'm like, I want that. I feel bad because it was a goddamn great moment, bro. And I'm just like on pins and needles. And by the way, y'all, preview, I will be uploading my authentic reaction to, I recorded myself during the main event. So no editing or nothing like that. Y'all are going to get my genuine raw reaction to everything that happened. So definitely make sure you subscribe and have that bell notification on so you'll know when I post it at like 2 a.m. when it's finally uploaded about it. But let me give everybody, if you didn't want to hear for the preview, I'll show y'all the moment when Cody won. And it kind of hit me that, oh shit, my dog ain't coming out. Ziggy, you know me, bro. You know me for over 2 decades now. You know when I'm like shaking and like,
yeah,
you son of a, like I'm just touching it, like I ain't know what to
do. And Clarissa
say I was getting drunk. She came
And
out,
Clarissa digging a knife in even deeper, like, ooh, they trolled you.
I love my wife, but like she genuinely came out. She was like, I want to watch it because I see like how much this means to you, and like. So you see me like touching my like I didn't know what to do with myself. Dog. I was like, I know he's coming out.
She was like, you got trolled. I was
like, okay, is he coming out to do like the bear at the end, like the like they gonna have everybody come out. Then Stone Cold gets the last entrance to come out and
when he
dog. You're gonna see when I post the like I stayed. I watched till that goddamn copyright thing came out. I'm like, no, Stone Cold is supposed to be involved in this. What the fuck? And then I went through the 5 stages of grief, though. Like I went from happy to sad to denial to acceptance to anger. Like I went through like, oh, I'm still going through a whirlwind. This stream has actually helped me like kind of calm down a little bit. But like even just
talk
like,
about it
now that it's hitting again, I'm like, what the fuck? Where was he? How did Stone Cold not be involved?
Some people saying he was in Philly. They got pictures of him. I'm
like
y'all trolling.
I think people was trolling with the pictures.
Yeah, they trolling, bro.
You want to see a dick look? I'm used to the Saints and Pelicans. Like, dog, this is genuine, dog. This is genuine. Like, when I put the camera, I just hit record, and I just try to capture my genuine reaction like I do for Saints games. Sometimes I do for Pelicans games.
Like, you gonna have to post that one, bro.
That's when the screen, like, that's when the show was over, and it hit me. I was like, oh, shit. He ain't coming out, dog. Ziggy, I'm hurt. Ziggy, look at the pain in my eyes, Ziggy, dog.
With the what shirt?
Maybe that'll make y'all start making fun of me in the group chat. Like, I am hurt, dog. I am hurt.
Man, still, the shirt makes it even more ironic. Comedy said, Blaze, because he got the what shirt on? Yeah.
You see the chair, the WrestleMania Stone Cold chair from WrestleMania 38. You see the I think I
him and
actually, it's a funny thing. You remember? I don't know if you saw. I'm gonna just play the video right quick again, like the first few seconds. All right,
what's Stone Cold go?
You see the Stone? You see? Yeah, I do that, motherfucker. I was pissed, dog. I went through it all, dog. I went through it all, bro. It's Cody's moment. It's Cody's night. He just but like for that moment to really, I just don't know what be going through Stone Cold's head, bro. I don't get like how he would accept a match with Kevin Owens, but say no to CM Punk a few years ago. I don't get how he would accept to do a run-in with Mankind and Shawn Michaels against the League of Nations, but say, I don't know if I'm a good fit for this moment with Cody. Like I'm sure eventually a report's going to come out, but I'm pretty sure I would like to think the WWE came to him and say, hey, we want you in the spot with The Rock. So the money didn't line up, or Stone Cold just went full.
Oh, he probably didn't say, I didn't want to take away from Cody's moment.
He said, yeah, but dude, you're still the number 3 trending topic even after the show, and you ain't even show up. So clearly, you not being there also overshadow his moment. Nothing's going to overshadow the moment. Like, Cody's a made man, bro. Like, even right now, still. Number 5 trending topic, Ziggy. Hey. Number 5. Number 1 is What a WrestleMania, because absolutely, What a WrestleMania. Then you got Kentucky, because I guess John Calipari is leaving. You got Thank You, Roman. I guess everybody's giving Roman his flowers for amazing reign. And then you got J. Cole, because I think he apologized to Kendrick. But Stone Cold, Ziggy, even when not showing up, still got the pewters pewting. He got the streets talking. So my argument now is him not showing up caused more of a blip on Cody's moment than him actually showing up, Ziggy.
Hey, man. Cody said, y'all could talk online. Y'all ain't gonna take this from me. He got to finish his story, or did he finish his story, or just close the chapter?
I mean, technically, like we'll always use this moment as the moment he finished the story, but of course he has
finished the arc.
Now he opens up a new book, basically, right? That's what I'll say. That story is finished, and now we get a sequel. We get another story.
Yeah.
Harry Potter didn't stop after Harry Potter 1, right? We went to multiple other stories.
Shout out to all the Harry Potter fans out there.
Damn, Ziggy.
Hey, Ziggy. I'm feeling good right now, bro. Like, and trust me, you was kind of working your magic.
All the people everybody behind the scenes in our wrestling.
You was working your magic a little.
Y'all, like, everybody. Oh man, my dude Bruce already made my dick look in one of my group chat with my Pelicans. He made me. I'm sure they're gonna give y'all some ideas, but in our wrestling group chat, y'all, like They getting their jokes on me because that's what we do. We always joke on each other. But I guarantee you, when Cena meets a kid, everybody was like, "Oh shit, this is happening," and everybody was waiting for Stone Cold to come out. And even Ziggy's transparently said, "Yeah, like if Stone Cold was coming out, like I'm gonna pop too. I'm gonna enjoy this moment."
Like 1,000%, of course.
So it's like, dog, I gotta know what happened. Like I need to know what happened. Like
what if it's not as big as you think? What if Stone Cold just said, "Yeah, they asked me, I said no"?
I need to know who I need to be mad at. Do I need to be mad at WWE or do I need to be mad at Stone Cold? I genuinely need to know. I need to know who to be mad at.
It seemed like Triple H, he brought everybody back. So, I mean...
Triple H is a smart man. I'm sure. That's why I'm like, I feel like I'm taking it out on Stone Cold right now. Like, I'm sure Triple H is like, yeah, I got to get Stone Cold for this moment. I'm not dumb. And I'm assuming then Stone Cold said, again, who knows the story? And maybe he'll come out that, he had schedule issues, which really, I mean, the dude's on Instagram every day posting this chick. And then he went silent on Instagram. Like he's been posting on Instagram like every other day the past year. And now, like this weekend, he ain't put anything. So like, oh God, Ziggy. Even Cena, I know Cena's Instagram is a little unique, but he even said he put like Stone Cold shows up at WrestleMania ? Like one of his little crazy little Instagram posts. Like,
hey man, he does his he'll do one of his. Does he always do like a Stone Cold podcast show on the WWE Network?
He doesn't even do the podcast anymore. He doesn't even do the podcast. And right now, all he's doing is racing his little whatever his little company he's with the four wheelers or whatever. He's doing that, but he's not doing like no shows, not doing any streams or podcasts. Man's just chilling.
Man, so he's just chilling, dog.
I know, and there's gonna be people who watch this and say
that's actually a good point, John. What if Stone Cold just said, "Look, I'm retired, guys,"
but he came back 2 years ago,
and after that he retired,
and then he was in talks to come back last year because they were. It felt like Cody was playing C. To be honest, at first they wanted Roman and Rock for Los Angeles. Then Rock couldn't do it, so then the reports came out when they trying to see if Stone Cold could fight Roman, which would have made honestly no sense to be honest. But Stone Cold even said we was in talks, it just didn't line up. So now I'm like, well, goddamn, is Stone Cold like just the hardest person to like win over as far as like how to get him to come make an appearance? But then he would turn around and do a 316-day appearance, a Raw reunion appearance. He would come and say, I'll agree to a storyline where essentially the storyline with him and Kevin Owens was Kevin Owens saying Texas is stupid. And that's the storyline of the match, right? So how can you say no to coming up for this moment?
Hey, bro. See, Zeke, I'm with Zeke.
So until the next, Cody have his moment. The Rock and Cody have his moment. Them being involved makes Cody not have the moment. The moment would have still been there, bro. The moment is now actually kind of not jokes because I mean it is what it is. The moment was great. But again, Stone Cold, some 2 hours after the damn show, was the number 5 trending topic because everybody's asking, where the fuck was Stone Cold? So the moment, apparently, him not showing up made the moment even worse when he could have just showed up and it would have been Cody the number 5 trending topic. Cody ain't even a trending topic right now. Stone Cold is. It's probably because of dumbasses like me because I know they got fans probably saying, get the fuck over it. Like Stone Cold's reign ended some dirty, how long ago at this point now? 20-something years ago? I get it, y'all. I get it. But they just teased it so damn much. Ha!
I think that's part of the WrestleMania.
Dog, it could have been like sometimes I'm like, am I ever going to like experience? I mean, I'm not going to be selfish. I had 38. I got to witness Stone Cold's last match. Technically, I went to WrestleMania 38 with a few of my brothers. But damn, man, I just want to be happy, Ziggy. The Saints have been making me happy. The Pelicans. I mean, I'm glad they won tonight, but we'll see how that season. Like this was like. Honestly, I was treating this like, okay, this is probably gonna be like my peak as a sports fan this year. Is this moment with Stone Cold coming out, and I can't even get that. So like, why the fucking sports guys hate me?
I don't know, man. I figured it was a good main event.
I know.
Wrestling weekend.
It was. I'm mad at myself too.
I'm about to say like I was technically looking for Stone Cold too, but I wasn't going. I was kind of like, hey, if he shows up, I'm gonna be excited. If he don't, that's fine as well.
Because Stone Cold,
how can you do that? How can you be like, foot kind of half in? Like, can you be like that with Stone Cold? Like, hey, look, if he shows up, cool. If not, that's cool as well.
No, because that Stone Cold means something more to me than it means to a lot of y'all. Y'all gotta realize that. I literally just say why. Like he is the guy that I kind of take my adulthood down, and I just continue to be a mark for like. I'm not a mark for Cody Rhodes. I'm not going to be a mark for any wrestler at this point. I'm going to always enjoy him, always be a fan. But I'm like, if I'm going to still be a mark for certain things, I'm going to be a mark for the people who I was a mark for when I was a kid. I'm a mark for Stone Cold. I'm a mark for Eminem. I'm a mark for Drew Brees. My white boy around Mount Rushmore, I guess. So anytime Stone Cold is mentioned, like I happily say I'm going to be a mark because life is too short. I don't want to take everything so damn serious. So this mark in me. At the age of 35, still found the way to get freaking heartbroken by professional wrestling tonight when everybody celebrated professional wrestling. Somehow my dumbass found my way into being disappointed and hurt by professional wrestling.
I don't see how.
Shout out to the Father of God. That's a new person because I know for sure I've never heard say the name Father of God while doing any live stream in the chat. So he must be new to the channel. So if you are my man, definitely Father of God. If you are the Father of God, can you let me know why I'm always getting my heart broken? Hit the subscribe button, please, for us, Father of God. Yeah, my dude Zeke, no dog. Zeke followed me on Twitter for a long time. Like, he knows how much this Stone Cold shit means to me. Like, he know this shit more than the game. Ain't no gimmicks, y'all. Ain't no skits. Ain't no we trying to get the algorithm popping. Ain't no engagement forming. Like, I am legit mad. I am legit pissed. I am legit annoyed. I am legit hurt. This shit is more than the game, bro.
Hey, I'm at the
I don't just say it for the Saints. I don't just say it for the Pelicans. I don't just say it to sell shirts. Like, when I invest in something emotionally, Ziggy can tell you, like, this shit is more than the game to me in a lot of aspects of life. But Stone Cold, that motherfucker is more than the game to me. And I am pissed that motherfucker did not show up tonight. I was shaking, Ziggy. You saw the goddamn clip. That was a genuine reaction, dude. I was shaking. It was exciting. I'm like, I'm about to have this moment. Unfortunately, not together, but with my brothers, like, we all about to just, like, all be like, whoa, that was a fucking moment. And I didn't get to enjoy it because my dumbass got my hopes up.
So Triple H just said Roman Reigns is about to start a new story and it's about to blow everyone's minds.
Yeah, it's gonna be him in Iraq.
Yep. Roman about to be a good guy. And Rock's about to go crazy with power.
Stone Cold just gonna crazy. Stone Cold just gonna be on this ranch, huh?
He'll be the special referee.
Yeah, you know what's gonna piss me off even more? Then the next Stone Cold appearance is gonna be like some dumbass Raw reunion or something, some shit that don't have no fucking meaning to it whatsoever. Dude gonna come out and stun Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. Who gives a fuck, man? Man, it says yes to that, but I don't want to take away Cody moment. Well, you're still number 5 trending topic, Stone Cold. So if that was your reasoning, it didn't work. I feel bad because I mean we don't know what the reason is. So, you know, I'm getting mad at him for nothing. It could be something like legitimate, like.
What if he just couldn't? What if he got sick? I don't know. What if Taker was an audible?
Clearly he was, bro. Respect the Taker. Respect the Taker. We all know who we wanted in that Rock face off. We all know who we wanted to take down the Rock. Respect the Taker. Respect the Taker. We all know who we wanted.
Taker barely got Rock up because he was like, man,
you weigh a little bit.
You weigh a little bit more than the last time we did this, Rock.
We were tweaking to see the Rock at 51, like, see if he could still do the backflip for the Stone Cold Stunner.
Oh, yeah, we mentioned that yesterday. I was like, hey, I ain't gonna lie.
Like, now, it still might happen in the future. Like, maybe Stone Cold does do something with the Rock later on, you know, but it ain't gonna hit the same. It's just not. It's not. I'm sorry. This was like they one moment to like really.
I might be willing to put a bookmark in that because I think Rock is about to go on this like final boss. Like he's about to really. Like it's gonna get to a point where Roman gonna have to be like, "Hey, bro, chill out," and then maybe Stone Cold shows up.
I don't even want. I don't want him anymore. I did not. If he couldn't fit into the storyline tonight, he never needs to fit into the storyline. I don't need any more Stone Cold and Rock teasers or anything like that. Let his next appearance be a damn 1 million time beer bash where he stuns some bad guy of the month and does a beer bash. Woohoo! Keep it at that, Stone Cold. Unless you're coming back for your own feud in the match. I don't want anything with the bloodline and shit. Tonight was the night. He didn't do it. It is what it is. I'm glad Cody got his moment. He is not a face of the WWE. We will see how he leads the company until what they're called in. I guess the Triple H era, which is stupid of me, but I get that they're trying their hardest to like erase Vince McMahon from the public eye. And I'm excited about what wrestling looks like in the future. I'm mad at myself for getting my hopes up, Ziggy.
Hey, man. Learn to be able to fantasy book and still enjoy the show.
This is a life lesson. This is a life lesson tonight for sure. This is a life lesson tonight.
I could talk about what ifs all day with you, and then I can just still watch the show with my blinders on. Hey, bro.
It's genuinely, Ziggy, like when I am convinced that the Saints are going to win the Super Bowl and then they come up short. I kid you not. It is genuinely like that. Like 2020 was the last time I felt this. Like when I legit thought in 2020 the Saints were going to win the Super Bowl. And then it didn't happen. And when the Bucks beat us. And that's how, I kid you not.
It was bad.
That's why I'm mad at myself. Like as bad as I felt when Drew went out, not in the blaze of glory, but I guess in the blaze of shit. As bad as I felt that night, that's how I feel tonight.
Amen.
But that's because I purposely let the mark in me say I was convinced. So I was like, I want to enjoy this moment. So I'm going to like hype myself up for what could be. Mm-hmm. And just like I do with Super Bowl seasons that never come to fruition, I did it with Stone Cold. And it's like, well, goddamn, when is the next time I'm actually going to hype myself up and actually I get that moment captured on camera, you know?
Man, once again, shout out to all 241 people that's watching us right now, going into midnight, going into Monday, going into 1 and 2 o'clock for those on the East Coast. Definitely appreciate everyone. Once again, please make sure you hit that like button on whatever platform you're watching us on. If you're on subscribe, hit that subscribe button on whatever platform you're watching us on. Also, make sure if you're on any of my platforms, follow the homie Jono Barnes at Jono Barnes on all platforms. His name is Jono Barnes literally everywhere. There's no excuse why you shouldn't follow him. And also for those that are seeing me for the first time on Jono's platform, follow me at Ziggy the Beast. Beast is spelled with a 3 on all platforms except for Twitter, where it's spelled normally Ziggy the Beast. Definitely appreciate y'all.
Any final thoughts, Ziggy?
Final thoughts? Hey, man. I think, and it's not just wrestling fans, but even fans that are in the TV entertainment, like Marvel stratosphere, like people, sometimes we get caught up in how things were in the comic books, and then when the movies comes out, it's not how it is and how we thought it was, and this superhero didn't show up. Venom was supposed to be like, no one said Venom was going to be doing all this stuff. Like, go to the movie without all the expectations with how the comic books went. It's the same thing we should do with wrestling.
This is like if Endgame happened and Iron Man didn't show up, and y'all be y'all shouldn't have got excited for Iron Man. What you mean should have got excited for Iron Man?
It's Iron Man. But that was part of the canon. That was part of leading up to that point. So that makes sense if people was upset with that. I'm okay with canon things or holes in storylines not being answered. That's totally fine. Case in point, Game of Thrones. There were some holes in the story that didn't add up. People had the right to be pissed. Stone Cold showing up. Fun if he showed up. Yes. Did it make sense in the story?
God, the Undertaker did.
Undertaker really didn't make sense either. It was fun that he showed up, though. We got people out there in the Philippines.
Ziggy, come on, man.
Man, you get some air horns for that, man, and you get some applause out in the Philippines. You got people in other countries checking this out.
That might be a good way to go out. We got people watching the Philippines. Like, have some.
We got people in the Philippines watching.
Have some perspective, Jono. Have some perspective.
Thank you.
I guess, Ziggy, I don't even need a final thought.
Look at that. The Pels won. We got some good wrestling over the entire weekend. From Stand and Deliver to WrestleMania Night 1, WrestleMania Night 2, press conferences, and we got the Raw after WrestleMania is going to be crazy. So
be on the lookout, you guys, for my authentic reaction to the greatest main event, arguably in WWE history, as I will post my reaction in the next hour or so. Stay tuned for future Jono Barnes shows featuring me and, of course, the producer, co-host, and moderator, the great Ziggy the Beast. If you are true to the Jono Barnes channel, I don't know if I'm going to be able to go on live this Tuesday. I have some personal commitments, but I might go on Wednesday or something. I'll let y'all guys know in my community tab, so just stay tuned for that.
And Sean to hold it down for Jono and his
right. Yeah. Sean, just like Stone Cold, they don't show up. They don't show up when you need them to. I don't have any final thoughts. All I have is
No
this
problem.
final picture that says, they say a picture can tell 1,000 words. Well, I'll leave it at this picture, y'all. And I always remember, it's shit more than the game. Congratulations, Cody, for finishing the story.